Welcome back to AM Northwest. Feeling overwhelmed and stressed out at work? If you're working long hours, juggling multiple responsibilities, or skipping lunch, we've got help. Here to share the essential benefits of taking breaks, we welcome back executive coach and strategic advisor, Dr. Parker Walsh. Good to see you, Carol.
Good to see you too.
Let's talk about why it's important to take a break.
Yeah, well, what people don't realize is that the mind and body are connected.
Yeah.
And that if you are feeling a lot of stress, which is increasing the cortisol levels in your body, it can really impact you in tremendous ways, both your mind and your body. So not only can it suppress your digestive system, affect your mood, your memory, it can affect your immune system. So sometimes people are like, I'm always getting sick and things of that
Right.
nature.
Yeah.
But it also impacts your ability to like make good decisions and to hold back from impulse control and your ability to really be functioning at your highest level. And what I always tell leaders that I work with is that the first person that you need to manage and take care of is yourself.
Yeah.
And so you really, by taking breaks, or actually by not taking breaks and constantly working, when you're constantly worrying and dealing with this issue or putting out that fire or hiring a new team member or dealing with conflict in the workplace, all of that begins to take its toll. And then you kind of sit there and you're not able to really function at your best level, make your best decisions, and really impact people because it's impacting your body.
Yeah.
And once your body is impacted, it impacts your mind.
Well, when you do take breaks, it really it improves your working relationships, doesn't it?
Absolutely. So think about it. If you are taking more breaks and getting that time out, even if you're just walking around the building or just kind of, taking some deep breaths, it allows you to listen better, to communicate more effectively, to be a more empathetic leader, right? So if you're not so wired and stressed, when people come to you, when your team members or other managers come to you to ask questions, you can think calmly, you can think rationally, and you really can support them as opposed to being really short or like I said, moody
Hmm.
or really not listening to them because you have so much going on in your mind. You're not hearing what they're saying. So you're not really able to be there and be available. And as a leader, your number one job is to manage your people effectively. And if you can't build good relationships with them, that's going to impede your ability to be a good leader.
Well, doesn't it encourage more employee engagement? People are working together.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So if you were to work to foster an environment where everyone takes a break, then it actually increases employee engagement. Because think about it, if it's going to help you to take a break as a leader, if you make it something within the workplace, create a culture where everyone is required to make sure they take their breaks, where they just get up and stretch, or even if you take breaks together, it really can foster higher levels of engagement. It can lower incidents of conflict and discord within the workplace if you really build a culture of like, let's make sure we're taking our lunches, let's make sure we're taking our breaks, and even create some type of reward system around it. I mean, it can be even fun to create something where, how many times have you taken your break this month, right, or this week, and have some type of prize or reward for people who are actually engaged in this kind of wellness and self care that they need to have so they can operate at their highest level.
And I would think that it would level up your skills, like it would make you better at what you do when you take a step away.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, when you take a step away, you're better able to focus at a higher level, right? So you're able to look at your strengths, look at your weaknesses, you become much more self-aware, you gain a greater sense of confidence, a greater ability to really see what are the ways in which I can improve my own leadership when you're not so frazzled and you're not so stressed, right?
Right.
So you think about how can if you realize that whenever you're making decisions that you're making them at the last minute or they don't feel to be fully thought through and you feel pressure to do certain things, oftentimes it's because you're trying to work through those lunches, work through those breaks, and you're trying to commit to do more than you should, and you're not giving your brain an opportunity to relax and rest, and you're not giving your body an opportunity to let those cortisol levels reduce so that you can grow in your self-esteem and grow in your confidence, and
Yeah.
because you're thinking more clearly and you're making better decisions and you're able to handle situations and solve problems in more creative and innovative ways.
Well, give me tips on how we can get them take some breaks. breaks. Give yourself a chance to take a break because you cannot. You
Yeah,
have to work them into your schedule.
that's the number one thing, right? There's some very simple things that you could do. And the first thing is to put it on your calendar. One thing that leaders and managers are really good at is following whatever's on their schedule. So if you put it on your calendar that you're going to take these breaks and take these lunches and you abide by that calendar, then you'll actually do it. You can do things like buy a desk that's a standing desk, because if you're standing more often, you're going to be thinking about, okay, maybe I need to go sit down or walk around or things of that nature. Set a timer to every hour where you're getting up and walking around. So you're doing something to take a break, that kind of way. The other thing you could do is bring people in the office so that there's like meditation or yoga or something that allows you to stretch or flex, or have a time where people are coming in different times of the day so people can really be focused on, if they can't do it for themselves, they can work with somebody else to really help them to lower their stress levels and to just have a moment away from the office. There's a lot of studies that if you just change your scenery,
Right.
it can spark greater creativity. It can give you more innovation, more energy, and everything. So just getting away, but building it into your schedule, doing it with a team member, having pairs go out and take breaks together,
Yeah.
or taking their lunch together, are great ways to be able to implement some easy strategies to make sure that you are taking those breaks and protecting your mental and physical wellness.
Perfect. Great information. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right, we'll be right back with more AM Northwest. Don't go away.